Capricorn, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Capricorn, today, let's just do a general energy check-in. Let's check in on the collective. Let's see what's going on. Let's see how it's going to play out. Let's see what's up. Well, we have a between worlds. One foot in the door, one foot out the door. Decisions to make, but it has not yet been made. So, let's see what this is. Let's see what's going on. Let's talk about you, Capricorn. What's this energy for Capricorn? What is this? What's going on? We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. Could be communication, could be direction, could be traveling. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. Page of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. We definitely have some communication, some conversation, some chatting going on in here. Okay. There's the Knight of Wands. Very passionate energy. I feel like there's a conversation going back and forth. Now, you could be going back and forth in your mind, or it could be, well, as I said, that the High Priestess is here. You might be going back and forth in your head here, Capricorn. There's the King of Wands. And there's the Five of Pentacles. And there's the Two of Pentacles. I think it's revolving around your money. There's the Seven of Pentacles. Let's see. Maybe you're like honestly, what it feels like should you invest in something? Should I invest in this business? Should I buy this house? Should I start this company? Should I buy this car? I feel like you have like some kind of decision about an investment or a purchase opportunity. What's the Seven of Pentacles here for Capricorn? The Two of Pentacles. There's the Star and the patience, but Sagittarius. Why can't I say the name of the card, Capricorn? Temperance. This person, it could be a Sagittarius. There's a... Alright, yeah, I do feel someone's offering something to you. And you're going back and forth on whether you want this. You don't know. I do feel it revolves around your money. Do you want the job? Do you want me to buy this house? Are you happy with this offer? Maybe you're trying to sell, a guitar on Kijiji. But there's an element where you're trying to figure out if you want this. Let's find out. What's the Eight of Wands? What's the Eight of Wands here for Capricorn? The Three of Wands. Okay. The Five of Wands. You don't know if it's too hard. The Moon. Yeah. It's like, it's a risk. Obviously, I feel like it's a risk. This is like, I don't know the competition. I don't know if it's too hard. I don't know if I'm going to get what I want. There's a lot of unknown variables, I'm going to say, with whatever this opportunity is that's being presented to you. And you're conflicted. You don't know. I think it's a risk, right? Do I take this stock? Do I invest in this business? Do I, there's some kind of financial risk here. Do I sell my house and move to Timbuktu? You don't know if it's going to bear, you don't know if you're just going back and forth. You don't know what to do, Capricorn. Okay. Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. So what's the Page of Pentacles here? Let's find out. The Ace of Wands is in, you're stressed out about this. You don't know. I'm going to do the same thing. You're stressed out about this. You don't know if it's going to bear fruition. You don't know if the stock's going to grow, if the business is going to grow. You don't know if this is a good opportunity, if a good investment or not, and you don't want to make the wrong decision. So, okay, what's the Page of Wands? The Two of Wands. Okay. There's a lack of planning here. They want you to see that. They don't want you to be impulsive here. The Lovers, the Judgment, the Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords, and Eight of Pentacles. There it is again, just cards flipped in reverse, right? You don't know if this is going to bear fruition. You don't know if this is the right decision. You're going back and forth. You don't know how to make the decision. This is the whole point of the reading is, what's the best decision for you? You don't want to be impulsive. You don't want to make a decision too quickly, but you don't want to drag your feet, not make a decision at all, and then maybe miss out on something. What's the High Priestess then? Well, okay. High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. The Five of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Queen of Swords. The message here is if you create a plan, it will be successful. What is this? You can focus on the negative, you can focus on the positive, or you can create a plan, follow your plan, and trust that your plan is going to work out. That's what I feel they're saying here with this High Priestess. So trust your intuition. What's the Page of Swords? You've learned in the past. The Page of Swords and this is like You've learned not to be impulsive, but I get this. I keep hearing like dragging my feet. I'm not sure if you've dragged your feet before or if you're dragging your feet now, but you've made mistakes. I'm going to say, I don't want to say mistakes, bad choices in the past that may have been too quick, too impulsive, or, you know, the investment, whatever it was that you decided to do didn't work out and you're worried about that. You've learned about making quick decisions is basically what I feel. But yet you feel like you're dragging your feet, you're dragging your heels here. You got to make your decision. There's you seeing what the decision is. You got to trust your intuition. You're not necessarily, there's your, what's that? I keep getting the same thing. Whatever it is, if you create your plan, you stick to it, right? Write your short-term, your long-term goals, write your business plan. If you're moving across the world, plan the logistics, plan your trip out. If you plan, this will go off without a hitch. But that choice is yours and yours alone. That decision is yours. In this whole reading, you can't make that choice. So let's grab some oracles, see what's the advice then? They're telling me to, okay, what's the advice? The Eight of Pentacles. I was going to go to the oracles, but I told to ask for advice. Work on the negative thinking. You might be replaying a lot of negativity. What could go wrong? What could go right? What if this goes the way you want it to go? They want you to walk away from the negativity. So they don't want you to be in an emotional energy when you make this decision. They really want you to work, like this is work on your negative thinking. So try to come from a place of more neutrality than a place of negativity is the message there, Capricorn. So then let's grab some oracles. There it is. Let's see what they want to say. And we'll jump back into the tarot. We'll do a potential outcome. And we'll see where you are in a month from now. So then what does Capricorn need to surrender to? Ooh, shit. Outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of Well, that just came out. We'll grab that too. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and you can soar in life. Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and supports will arrive. Silence that mind and trust your intuition. I'm going to grab the career advice because some of you, I kind of feel like this is revolving around career. Some of you, I feel it's just finances and investment, but let's find out. Well, if it's about your career, here's what they say. Spiritual work. Courage. We've got Lion here. All right, well, it's got the Buddha. So spiritual work. Doing some inner work can help get clear before you move on. You will get insights into what will work best to serve your needs. And courage. Ask what you're afraid of so you can overcome what's holding you back, what's keeping that indecision. There are leadership opportunities for the taking. So really tap into what it is that's creating that indecision. It's usually a fear. Last oracle and we'll get into the tarot. What's the Akashic Record message? Soar. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It is time for you to come out of the shadows and to let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Fly high. Don't put any glass ceilings on yourself, Capricorn. That doesn't benefit you. Okay. Oh, they're telling me to grab this. All right, what's your soul card then? We'll do one more oracle. I wasn't going to do this oracle, but hey, it's like to go with the flow, baby. Options. Let's see what the soul card is for you, Capricorn. Writing. Okay, we have options. So, and those are on the pause. Okay, well, you're on the right path. So keep doing what you're doing because it's working. We have options. Consider the career opportunities that are open to you. Then we have counseling. You heal with your kind words, wise advice, and your empathetic ear. And we have writing. You heal, inspire, and entertain with the words you write. What do we see in common here? The word heal. We have some healers here, Capricorn. So don't forget, when you're a healer and you're in that energy and you're in that frequency, you will have gone through something real shitty and you will learn from that and you'll be able to bring that experience to help others who are going through the same or similar things. All right, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's get your potential outcome. Now, when I say potential, there is always free will. You're going to make the decisions you're going to make. And when I say outcome, let's see where you are in 30 days from now. Right now is August 5th, August 6th. So let's go to the first week of September. But again, this is 30 days from when you see this reading. It is a timeless reading, Capricorn. We have the world. All right, we have an ending and a new cycle. The Three of Cups in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. Okay. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. Justice. Two of Cups, the King of Cups. You know how you feel. Well, when I saw the World, the Three of Cups, and the Temperance in reverse, this was an element of not letting things outside of yourself stress you out, cause you burdens. This is like, you're at work and no one's doing the work, you're doing all the work, you're doing everything, they're all just sitting there talking, you're stressed out, so you go home and drink, or you go home and toke, or you go home and, do things in excessive. Indulgence is the Temperance in reverse, and I feel like you're not doing that anymore. So whatever was outside of yourself that was creating challenges, burdens, or problems, you're not letting that affect your decisions or affecting you. So then what's the Four of Pentacles? We're the World. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. What's the Justice? I feel this is not holding back anymore. This is not letting your fear of failure, your fear of striking out, your fear of losing money stop you from making a decision. You've made your decision, and your decision was not based on emotions or fears. I can't actually tell the decision, though. What did Capricorn actually do? What was the decision? What did Capricorn do? There's your decision, Judgment. The Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the Devil. You went forward with this. You decided to do this. You didn't let your fears stop you. That's why there was this whole, there's a lot of things that could go wrong, but there's a lot of things that could go right too. And you're focusing on the things that could go right. You've made the decision to move forward with this. It wasn't impulsive. Like this Knight of Swords, you thought about this, you evaluated this, you've accepted this opportunity. I do feel you think it's a good. It is a risk. The Five of Cups is here twice, Capricorn. It is a risk. You definitely are taking a risk. What I see is it's a calculated risk, and you're focusing on it, and you're focusing on getting positive results and outcome. The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles does represent stability, but it also represents flexibility, going with the flow, adapting, right? Maybe something doesn't go to plan, but you can adapt and change. It doesn't mean you have to give up. So you're not letting things outside of yourself affect your decision. You're not letting things from the past affect your decision. I feel you made the right decision because Justice is here. And there's the Two of Cups. You made it in a neutral, balanced position. You're accepting this. You're doing this. You're investing in this. You're moving forward. And you're taking a calculated risk here, Capricorn. That's what I see. That's what I got. That's what's going down. Is there anything else you want to say to Capricorn? How does the energy look around it? Or any other messages that you want to pass along? Or I think maybe you got to take that risk. You just got it. The Four of Cups and so the Chariot is the Emperor winning the war. He will move forward successfully. You know what you need to do. You see the risks. This is a calculated risk, and you're going to move forward successfully. I asked for the energy around it. This is the card of success, right? The Chariot is the card. He's the victor, right? If we're in the Hunger Games, he won the damn Hunger Games. So this is the victor. You see what needs to be done. You're willing to do it. You're taking this risk, and you're moving forward. That's what's up. That's what I got, and that's what's going down. So Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated. And if you're interested in a personal reading, if it does, I am open for those. You'll find the link in the description and the comment section below. And as per usual, let's close your reading with your yes or no question. Yes or no? What's the answer for Capricorn? There it is. It's hanging by a thread, Capricorn. It's hanging by a thread. It is. Weather permitting. All right, that's what I got. I wish you the best of luck. Until next time.